Assalamu alaikum and a good evening to one and all. Dear students, in continuation of our transportation, we have completed a part of it. What is transportation and oral circulatory system, how it takes place, and we have done your assessments also today. So now let us move forward and please go through this and to let me know where you stand, right? So coming back to the transportation of the circulatory system, as I have explained you already, that all living organisms, they require gases, liquids, and as well as nutrients to grow and maintain their, and for the maintenance of their body. So now what all are the organisms you see in the picture, they are multicellular organisms. And all these organisms, even unicellular and multicellular organisms, they all need these nutrient gases for transportation. If you look at amoeba, which is a unicellular organism, it has also got a simple process. By a process of diffusion and osmosis, they did have the transportation system. So what is diffusion and osmosis? We are going to read about them in detail. Whereas the higher multicellular organisms you see here, they have got the bulk big bodies with the trillions and billions of the cells into them, and they require more faster and more efficient system. So their system or the process of transportation is highly evolved when compared to the unicellular organisms. So let us do an activity to see. So please check your wrist. You will feel a rhythm there. Okay, we call it pulse. So check your pulse for a minute and then count your pulse similarly and note it down. Then do a small exercise like running, jogging, sit-ups, any exercise, and then again measure your pulse and record it. For example, this record is given here, which is already been done for example, but please don't copy this. You have to do your own activity, measure and give, note down the pulse. In your family members, don't go out because madam has given this pandemic time, you're not supposed to go out to your friend's place and do this activity. At home, do it with your family members. So record their pulse rate before activity and after activity. So what do you see? You see that after activity, the pulse has increased before activity. When you are sitting or relaxing, the pulse rate is different. And when you do an activity and then check, the pulse rate changes. So heartbeat per minute varies when you are doing some activity. That is what is called as the systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Your blood pressure, which is checked, is to see how is your heartbeat working, So what you are doing is you are going to feel your pulse, its movement by keeping a finger on your wrist, and then you even check it out after you run or do some exercise. Then see what are the difference you see. So this heart, does the heartbeat and pulse has got any relationships? Think about it. So Rhinelander in 1816 discovered an instrument called stethoscope. So a stethoscope is used to measure listen to the sounds of your heartbeat. Earlier, before the invention of stethoscope, the doctors used to use their ears, put them near the chest of the patients to find out the heartbeat. Then slowly, the next invention was with the help of a paper tube. A paper tube was rolled, and people used to keep a paper tube on the chest and listen, try to hear the heartbeat. It was 10-inch distance was maintained for the patient and the doctor, and doctor used to listen to the heartbeat of a patient. Because that is how the science and discoveries have evolved. Then later, it was found that even this was not accurate. There has to be something, more accurate to measure the heartbeats, to see the functioning of the heart. How many beats, what are the standard beats of a healthy heart? how many it should be. So, you know, you have to do this activity and submit it to me by tomorrow, in which you are going to see what is the heartbeat at the time of rest and what is the pulse rate. Make a paper cone tube like, and you can measure. So it has to be, it is most of the time same. Your heartbeat you count as well as the pulse rate. It may vary from person to person, but the heartbeat and pulse is one and the same. So this is what is your hypothesis here. Your hypothesis is the heartbeat and pulse rate are one and same. But is it true or not? It may differ from person to person. Will it differ or it will not differ? You have to do this activity and submit it to me. And this is and you have to draw a histogram, bar diagram, you draw it. And on that bar diagram, you please show me with your 2 bars. One is blue and red, it's indicated. You can choose any color of your choice and show me what is on x-axis you can have pulse, and on the y-axis you can go with the heartbeat and just check it out whether they are, how are they, the graph, bar graph is, you know, you can predict show your results through this graph. Now you try to understand the structure of a working heart. So we can know what the structure of the working heart, and this is a topic which we are going to study further in our next class. By then, I just wanted you to feel the difference between the heartbeat and, you know, pulse rate. Do these activities, complete this complete the activity, submit it to me online on the WhatsApp, and your results for today's test will also be shared shortly. Complete this activity. These assessments, please don't be scared of assessments. Assessments are only done to see how much you have understood. Anything you have not understood, that can be repeated. Thank you so much. See you all. Allah Hafiz.